Today we're going to do a 60-minute power yoga class. We're going to be really twisty and really open, and it's going to be a little bit fiery, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You don't need any props for this class today, so let's get started. Coming into a comfortable seat, a Shavasana, sitting on your heels or sitting cross-legged, whatever feels good to you. Start to just become aware of this present moment. Start to check in with how you feel mentally and emotionally, knowing that there's no right or wrong answer. It's just an awareness of how you are feeling. Starting to let all the thoughts dance across your mind, and one by one, taking each of those thoughts and setting them off to the side of your mat, like a physical object. Knowing that all of your thoughts will be there for you to pick up after practice, after you leave your mat. Starting to check in with your body, doing a full body scan. Acknowledge, how do you feel right now? How do you feel physically? First, acknowledge anywhere that feels particularly strong or open. Noticing how that makes you feel. Maybe it's your arms or your legs or your abs or whatever it may be. Notice it. And then acknowledge anywhere that might feel maybe sore or stiff, closed off, tender. Maybe it's the same muscle group or part of your body that feels strong. Whatever it is, see if you can share some of that energy from where you feel strong into the areas that you feel less strong. And finally, checking in with your breath. At first, not changing anything, but just acknowledging the breath in the body. Noticing the expansion of the rib cage and the rise of the chest on the inhales, the softening of the belly on the exhales. Noticing how you're breathing. Perhaps it's short and shallow. Maybe it's deep into the belly. Again, neither way is right or wrong. Just acknowledging how you are in this moment. And wherever you're at with your pattern of breathing, starting to deepen it. Imagine that your breath can go all the way down through your chest and into your belly and into your legs, down into your toes, through your arms and into your fingers. And on the inhales, coming all the way back up through the toes and the legs, the belly, the chest, the arms, touching every single cell in your entire body, bringing fresh life, fresh oxygen to the entirety of you. And wherever you're at, exhale everything out the mouth. H-A. And let's start to breathe in together. Breathe in through the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the top. Let the breath fill up through the lungs. Let it fill up through the ribs. And then exhale, side out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the bottom, getting every last bit of breath out of the body. Again, inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, side out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the bottom for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale this time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, side out. 5, 4, do anything else, know that you can pick any breathing pattern you would like to. Hinging forward onto your hands and knees, moving into a tabletop position, stacking shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees, moving into a cat-cow. Inhale, cow, drop the belly down, gaze goes up, tailbone reaches towards the sky, and then exhale, cat, round through the spine, press the palms into the ground, gaze at the thighs, inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Take a few rounds on your own, adding any free movement your body is asking for. Maybe you move in circles with your hips in one direction, moving in circles with your hips in the opposite direction. Maybe stretching out the wrists, pointing the fingers back towards the knees. Again, maybe you move into that cat-cow motion. Taking one more round of breath here. And meeting in a tabletop position when you are finished. Inhale, the right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle. Right arm goes underneath the left. You can walk the left fingertips to the top of the mat, opening the shoulder up a little bit more, rolling onto that right shoulder, gazing up towards the sky. Breathing here. You can take a bind with that left hand, reaching around behind your back, reaching for your right thigh, your right hip crease. Again, rolling over onto that right shoulder, feeling a deeper stretch here. Breathe. And then exhale, release your palm, your left palm back down, and then inhale, right arm reaches up towards the sky, and exhale, set it back down. Inhale, left arm sweeps up towards the sky, and exhale, thread the needle, left arm reaches underneath the right. The right fingertips can walk up towards the top of the mat. You can always take that bind, reaching for your left thigh, your left hip crease, and then again, rolling over deeper onto that left shoulder and that left ear, feeling a deep stretch through your shoulders, starting to wake up through the spine, and twisting, finding your breath here. And slowly start to unbind if you've bound, placing your right hand back where it came from. Inhale, left arm sweeps up towards the sky. Exhale, set it back down. Spread your fingertips out wide like little starfish. Your pointer fingers are parallel to each other. Inhale, tuck your toes. And then exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog. Taking any rituals you may have here, maybe you walk your dog out left and right, pressing the ground away. And breathing into this space. Walking your feet a little bit wider than hip width distance. Inhale, your right arm reaches towards the front of your mat. And then exhale, grab your left ankle, calf, whatever's available to you, twisting underneath the left armpit. Gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Really press the ground away with your left hand. And then find where you are leaning. Maybe it's to the left, maybe it's to the right. See if you can distribute your weight evenly between both feet and your hand, twisting and opening towards the sky. Stay for the inhale, and then exhale, release the right hand down. Inhale, reach the left arm towards the top of the mat, and then exhale, twist to the right. So left hand reaches towards your right ankle, calf, thigh, whatever may be available. And again, press the ground away with your right hand. Find an even distributed weight between both feet. And then twist and pull. Use your bicep strength to really open yourself underneath that right armpit. And stay and breathe. And staying strong through all points of contact with the ground. And then exhale, release the left hand back down. Inhale, look forward. Take tiny little steps to the top of the mat. And then exhale. heavy over your thighs. Grab for opposite elbows, rocking side to side. Maybe you rock forward and back into your toes and into your heels. Checking in with your balance. Letting your head hang heavy. Shake your head out, no. Shake your head, yes. Always ending on a positive note. And then release your palms down. Walk your left hand in the middle of your mat. Straighten through the right leg. Place a heavy bend in the left knee. And then sweep the right arm up towards the sky, finding a twist. Lifting your heart up to the right. Reaching as high as you can with that right hand. Pressing the ground away with your left. Use your core to twist you even deeper. Find your breath here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, brings you back down. Plant your right hand in the middle of the mat. Lengthen through the left leg, bend the right, and inhale, sweep the right arm up towards the sky. Again, finding that twist, pressing the ground away, lengthening through the spine, opening through the heart. Reach as high as you can with that left hand. Find your breath here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, plant your hands and step back, high plank. Setting this up here, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, lengthening through your heels, engaging through the core. Imagining that your heels are reaching towards the back of the room. Your legs are so engaged that your thighs are, or rather your legs are so engaged your kneecaps are reaching towards your thighs. Gaze is 2 to 3 feet in front of you. Find your breath here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your belly, hugging your elbows in towards your ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way down to your mat. Untuck your toes, walk your fingers to the outside edges of your mat, and then moving into an oscillating cobra. Inhale, lift the chest up, and exhale, send it back down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest up, and exhale, and bring it back down. 1 more time. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, forward, rather fold to the ground. Plant your hands back by your ribs, tuck your toes, and then exhale, press yourself up, downward facing dog, through high plank. Moving through 3 rounds of sun salutation. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep up. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, your vinyasa. Know that you can take it from your knees. You can take it from your toes, finding upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 more times. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top the mat, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep up, Tadasana. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Again, maybe adding push-ups, maybe handstands. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 more time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, circle, sweep up towards the sky. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, your vinyasa flow. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down low. Lift your arms up high, reaching towards the sky. Setting this up from the ground up. Your weight is in your heels. Send your shins toward the back. Sink your hips low. Squeezing your legs together. Squeezing through the core. Lifting your heart up. sink down through your shoulder sockets, fingertips reach towards the sky. And breathe here, settling into this space. Feeling strong. And take an inhale. And then exhale, twist open to the right, sinking your hips down even lower, reaching in opposite directions. Inhale, back through chair pose. And then exhale, twist open to the left. Reaching again in opposite directions, lifting your heart up, squeezing through the core. Inhale, chair pose. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow hinging forward. Really creating space here for your knee to come in, pressing the ground away, like you're reaching your shoulder blades from one side to the next, and then lifting up through the leg. The right knee comes higher. Pause here. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Hands reach up towards the sky. Pause here and breathe. Find your breath. Sinking forward into this lunge. Finding a space that maybe isn't too far, but is far enough that you can feel something. And breathe. Core engaged as your belly button is to your spine. Shoulders down your back. And then exhale, find a half splits. Your toes reach towards your nose. You can walk your fingers to the top of the mat. And breathing into this space. Imagining that, well, not imagining, but actually pushing your right heel in towards the ground and then pulling it back towards your left knee. So these are micro movements that no one can see, but you can feel them. So once you start to press that right heel into the ground and pull it towards your left knee, you can feel your right hamstring activate a little bit more, feeling a little bit of a deeper stretch. And then try to lift up through the heart, finding as flat of a spine as you can, finding that deepest half splits. And then inhale, brings you back, low lunge. Tuck your left toes under, and then inhale, brings you all the way up, high crescent. And first time here, sinking deep into that right lunge. You're high on the ball of your left foot. Left heel reaching high. The weight is in your right heel. Your shoulders stack over your hips. Relax down your back. Core is engaged. And take an inhale. And then exhale, twist it open to the right. So the right arm reaches towards the back. Left arm reaches forward. Moving in opposite directions. Keeping your shoulders directly over your hips. So if you feel you're pulling in one direction, see if you can balance yourself up. And breathe here. And then inhale, exalt your warrior. Right hand comes to the left leg. Left hand reaches up high, sinking low into that right lunge. Breathe here. And then inhale, brings you back, high crescent. And then exhale, open up warrior 2, so your back heel comes down, your toes come in slightly. You stay low into that right lunge. Your arms reach in opposite directions. Gazing over your right middle finger, your shoulder blades squeeze together. Again, shoulders stacked directly over your hips. And then imagining that your mat is slipping away from you. So squeeze your heels in together. Your right heel towards your left back arch of your foot. And breathe deeply here. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand reaches down the back left leg. High-fiving behind you with the right hand, reaching up. Feeling that stretch deep in your right side. And breathe here into this space. And then exhale, find your side angle. Right elbow comes to the inside of your right knee, reaching high with that left hand. your breath, find your strength. Keep that activation in your legs, squeezing together, your shoulder blades squeeze together, feeling the stretch deep in your left side this time. And breathe. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow hinging forward. Again, creating that space for your knee to come a little bit higher, pressing the ground away, rounding through the upper spine, squeezing the belly button in towards the spine, creating the space. Pull it in, lift it up for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left leg high to the sky. And exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Right knee drops down, reach your fingertips up high towards the sky. Pause and breathe. Finding a moment of ease to your efforts. Finding a stretch here in your hip flexor, your quad, maybe even your hamstring. Your shoulders relax, your belly button still into the spine, and breathe. Your arms, your fingers reach up towards the sky. And then exhale, find a half splits. Hinge your hips back, lengthen through the left leg. Flex your left toes towards your nose. Again, press that left heel in towards the mat, walking your fingers to the top of your mat. And then again, pulling your left foot back towards your right knee like you're squeezing. Nothing's actually moving, but all of a sudden you can feel that hamstring turn on a little bit more. Breathing deeply into this space again, lifting up through the heart, trying to find a flat spine. Finding a deeper stretch through that hamstring. Breathe here. And then moving back into your low lunge. Tuck your right toes under this time. Then inhale, sweep your arms up towards the sky. High crescent. Warrior one. Rather, high crescent. Sinking low here. You're high on the ball of your right foot. Reaching your fingertips towards the sky. And core is engaged. Shoulders over your hips. And take an inhale. And then exhale, twist it open to the left. Left hand reaches back towards the back of the mat. Right hand reaches towards the front. Staying low in that lunge. Pulling yourself in opposite directions. Like you're in a game of tug of war. You're sinking low, keeping those legs activated. Breathe here. And then inhale, exalt your warrior. Left hand comes to the back, right thigh. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Breathing here. Finding your breath, your gaze goes up. Drive through that right thigh, your right femur bone towards the ceiling. Then inhale brings you back, high crescent. And then exhale, open up, warrior two. Spin your back heel down, reaching in opposite directions. Gaze goes over your left middle finger this time. Staying low in your lunge. Again, squeezing that heel, your left heel towards your right arch of your foot, like you're on ice and your mat is slipping away from you, or you have socks on, you're on wood floor. Breathe here. Shoulders directly over the hips. And inhale, reverse your warrior, high five the back wall, sink low into that left lunge. Feel that stretch deep into your left side. Know you can always take a bind if that's in your practice. And then exhale, side angle. Left elbow comes to the inside of the left knee, reaching up with the right hand. Sit here and breathe. Again, activating through the legs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. Then exhale, let it go. Moving through that one more time, a little bit faster. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop, top the mat, forward. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips down low, reach your fingers high. And then exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let your hands step or hop, your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through, a lunge. Inhale, Untitled. And then exhale, half splits. Inhale, the lunge. And pause for the exhale. And then inhale, high crescent. Exhale, twist it open to the right. Inhale, exalt your warrior. And stay for the exhale. And then inhale, high crescent. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, half splits. Inhale, low lunge. And stay for the exhale, tuck your toes. And then inhale, high crescent. Exhale, twist it open to the left. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Stay for the exhale. And then inhale, high crescent. And exhale, open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down, your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or hop. Top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down low. Hands reach up towards the sky. Exhale, twist it open to the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist it open to the left. Inhale, chair pose. A little bit different here. Come to your toes. Raise your heels off the ground. Sink lower. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist open to the left. Can you sink a little bit lower? Inhale, chair pose. Sink even lower. Pause here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Pause here. Drop down to your left knee or move on to elevators with me. Drop right knee down to the right wrist. Inhale, back up. Lower down to the wrist, back to the elbow. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. 2 more times. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale to the elbow. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. A low lunge. Inhale, circle it up. High crescent. Exhale, twist it open to the right. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Your right hand comes it back to the back left thigh. Drive the left leg high, reach the left hand high. And then exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee. Hands come together at heart center. And pause here and breathe. Keeping your legs active and drive the left femur bone up towards the ceiling. Lift up through the heart. Keep the core engaged. Lift it off of the right leg. You can always drop down to your left knee if you need a little bit more stability. And drive that heel towards the back of your mat. You can open up through your arms. Always an option to come into side curl. Breathe here. For 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lizard lunge. Hands come to the inside of your right foot. You can drop your back left knee down. Wiggling your right toes out. And pause. You can stay here in this shape if this is enough for you. If you want to keep going with the twisting theme, you can reach around for your left foot with your right hand. Really pulling in with your hamstring, your left heel towards your glute. So if you were to take away your hand, your foot would stay there. Of course, using that leverage to pull your leg in a little bit closer, feeling a deeper stretch. Always an option to drop down to your forearm too if you have the space. And just breathe here. Noticing where your mind goes when you slow down the practice. Seeing if you can acknowledge those thoughts again, and again set them off of your mat. Coming back to your body and your breath, and notice how you feel right now in your body. Where are you holding tension? Where are you holding space? And breathe into those areas. If you've taken the twist, slowly start to release. You've come down to your forearms, slowly press back to your palms. Set your left toes down. Lift your back knee, and then bring your right toes to meet your left, coming into a high plank. Moving into a side plank, Shavasana, on the left side. So rolling to the outside edge of your left foot, stacking your feet, lifting your hips up. Again, always option to drop down to your knee. Coming into any variation that feels good to you. And pause here and breathe. Lift your hips up high. Press the ground away. Stacking your shoulder over your wrist. Find your breath here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Pause here. Drop your right knee, or let's do those elevators. Left knee, left wrist. Inhale, back up to the elbow. Lower down to the wrist, to the elbow. 3 more times to the wrist, to the elbow. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up 1 more time to the wrist. Inhale to the elbow. 3-legged dog. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. High crescent, sinking deep into your hips here. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, exalt your warrior. Left hand comes to the right thigh. Reach the right hand high. And then exhale, revolved crescent lunge. So right elbow comes to the outside of left knee this time. Hands together, half prayer, heart center. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Activate through the legs. Again, drive that right leg high. Reaching through the heel, squeezing the hands together. Use the leverage of your elbow and your core to twist your heart open a little more. You can always open through your hands. Move into side curl. Drop that back knee. A little more stability. Wherever you're at, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Find relaxation in challenging things. Stay where you are for 3, comes down on top of the toe. Again, stay here if this feels good. Always you can open up through the knee by pressing your hand. Or coming into that twisted lizard, reaching around, or your right foot this time with your left hand. Knowing you can drop down to the forearm if that feels good. And pause. Notice how this side feels different. Know that we are asymmetrical beings, that each side is slightly different. And find your breath. Find where you're holding tension. Let it go. Take in the twisted lizard slowly. Start to release, planting your hands back down, pressing yourself up. Tuck your right toes under, lift your back knee, and then step your left foot to meet your right this time. High plank. Inhale, side plank, right side this time. Coming to the outside edge of your right foot. Lift your left hand. Again, coming into any variation that feels good in your body. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Squeeze through the obliques. Pause here. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Your vinyasa flow, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop. Top of the mat. Forward fold. Walk your feet hip width distance apart. And then move into a Padahastasana. So slide your hands underneath your feet. Wiggling out through the toes, massaging your wrists. And breathe here. Use your bicep strength to pull your chest closer to your thighs. Placing as much bend in your knees that feels good. Finding a brief moment of relaxation. And release your hands. Heel toe your feet to touch. And then inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips down low. Arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then come into a revolved prayer twist, bringing the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Sink your hips low. Lift your heart up. And then really use the leverage of that left elbow into your knee to twist yourself even more. But don't forget, squeeze the core. You can open up through the arms. You can move into the side curl. And breathe here. Sinking even lower. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale back through chair pose. Pause here. And then inhale. Moving into one-legged standing Tadasana. Right foot comes high towards the sky. And then exhale, kick out your right foot. And breathe. And you flex through the right toes, lifting the heel up a little bit higher. Perhaps you bend forward a little bit rather than backwards. Seeing if you can find that compression to lift your legs a little bit higher. Breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Slowly move back into airplane pose. Like you're moving through honey. Your fingertips, your pinkies reach towards the sky. Your heel of your right foot reaches towards the sky. Your toes reach towards the ground. See if you can rotate your thigh so even your knee reaches towards the ground. And then lift up a little bit higher. And breathe. And stay for the inhale. And then exhale, move into a revolved half moon. So your left fingertips maybe graze the ground. Your right fingers reach high towards the sky, twisting and opening and lifting. And breathe here. Squeezing your shoulder blades together. It's okay if you fall out. And breathe here for 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Standing splits. Your hands come to the mat. Your right foot reaches high towards the sky. Maybe you take your left hand, reach it behind moment. Lifting up high through that right ankle. Maybe you take both hands towards your left ankle, checking in with your balance. Stay here. And then if you're in a handstand, slowly start to bring your feet back down and bring your hands back down. And then inhale, halfway lift. Moving into a curtsy squat, you can bring your hands towards your heart if you have the strength. Otherwise, keep them to your mat. Take an inhale, exhale, curtsy squat, right knee to the left thigh. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, back down to the calf. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, curtsy squat. And then inhale, reach long. Exhale, curtsy squat. And then this time, set your back foot down, your back shin down, your knee down. Coming into a little twist. So your left foot is on top of your right knee. Inhale, your arms high. And then exhale, twist to the left. So your left hand places right behind your hips. Your right elbow comes behind your left knee. And then start to twist, gazing towards the back, reaching up with the heart. Letting it go here. Giving that right glute a nice big stretch after working it so hard. Inhale, brings you back through center, and we're going to stand right back up. If you need to place your hands down, place your hands down. Otherwise, drive your right foot into the ground, your right shin into the ground, and slowly start to stand up, coming into that one-legged standing Tadasana. And then exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet hip-width distance apart. This time, take your two peace fingers, grab your big toe, inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, pull down through with your biceps. You're jutting your elbows out, relaxing your chest over your thighs. Maybe sway side to side if that feels good. It's been a lot on the legs. And breathe deeply here. And then release your grip. Heel toe your feet to touch. And then inhale, chair up, sink your hips down low, arms reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, and twist to the left, right elbow to the left knee. Squeeze the shoulder blades down your back, sink low. Check in with your knees. Is your right knee jutting out in front of your left? Bring it back. Squeeze your palms together, lifting up through the heart, belly button to spine. Inhale, extend long through the arms. Breathe here. Again, you can always go into side crow. You can always stay with your hands at heart center and find your breath. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, one-legged standing Tadasana. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. And then exhale, kick the left foot out. Flexing through the left toes, lifting even higher with the leg. Breathing here. For 3, 2, 1. Like a pendulum, exhale, move into your airplane pose. Hinging over your hips, your left foot reaches towards the back, your fingertips reach by your side. Lift up through the heart, your toes reach towards the mat. Spin your legs so your left knee faces towards the mat. And breathe here. Moving into revolved half moon. Bring your left fingertips towards the ground. And then inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. Staying strong through that leg behind you. Reaching high with the right fingertips. Maybe your left fingers reach off the mat. And breathe here. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, standing splits. Holding over your right leg. Reaching that left leg high. Again, you can come into handstand if that feels good. You can take your right hand, reach it behind your right ankle. Maybe both hands reach behind your ankle for a little bit more of a deeper stretch. Breathing into this space, finding your balance. And then if you're in handstand, slowly halfway lift the chest. And then exhale, curtsy squat. Left knee comes behind the right calf. Inhale, back into that airplane pose. Exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, airplane pose. Exhale, curtsy squat. How low can you go? Can your knee touch your ankle? Inhale, airplane pose rather. Exhale, curtsy squat. Inhale, airplane pose. One more time. Exhale, curtsy squat. Set the foot down, set the shin down, the knee down, the hips down. And we're back into that little twist here. So left foot over the right knee. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee, right hand behind the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist it open. And breathe. Giving that right glute a little bit of a break, a little bit of a stretch. Every inhale, find length in your spine. Every exhale, twist a little bit deeper. And inhale, and brings you back up. Again, you can use your hands. Otherwise, drive that left foot, that left shin in towards the mat and come all the way up. One leg is standing Tadasana. And then exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant your hands, stepper, hop back. Your Vinyasa, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon, right knee comes to the right wrist. Flexing through the right toes. Left leg is long behind you. Sitting up tall, coming into you like an upward facing dog. Finding your breath. And then if it's in your practice, coming down to a sleeping pigeon. Maybe your forearms. Maybe you rest your hands on, or rather your forehead on your hands, or maybe you lengthen your arms out in front of you. Melting into this space. Again, checking in with your breath and how you feel here. Notice again where your thoughts run to when you slow down. Maybe being at home, you think about all of the other things that you need to be doing in this moment. But see if you can reel it in to your mat and focus it in on your body and your breath. You drop down to a sleeping pigeon, slowly start to make your way back up to your palms. Tuck your left toes under, inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. And then exhale, find a scorpion dog, stacking your hips, bending at the knee. Maybe taking some circles with the knee and moving in one direction, moving in the other. So in your practice, you want to take a wild thing. Bring your left toes behind your right toes behind your left leg. Lift your hips up high. Reach your right hand in front of you and press your left hand into the ground. Breathe here. And then exhale, close it up, downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left wrist. Your shin parallel at the top of your mat, left foot flexed. Send your right foot long behind you. Find an alignment with your hips. Lift your chest up, that upward facing dog. And then if it's in your practice, moving into that sleeping pigeon, hands come rather Noticing areas of tension that you can relax into intentionally. Maybe your shoulders, your jaw, of course the hips. If you moved into sleeping pigeon, slowly make your way back up, pressing into your palms. Tuck your right toes under, and then inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog, and then exhale, open up, scorpion dog. And stacking your hips. Take some circles with your knee, again adding some movement, bringing fresh blood to the hip joints. Then also, if it's in your practice, moving into wild thing, left foot behind right leg, reaching with the left hand rather. Lifting up with the hips. And then exhale, close it off, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop through, have a seat. Coming all the way down to your back. Moving into a bridge pose, planting your feet on the ground. Walk your fingertips to your heels. Feet are hip width distance apart. And then inhale, lift the hips up high towards the sky. And you can stay here or bind the fingers behind your hips. Shimmy your arms underneath your shoulders, lifting up a little bit higher. And find your breath here. Again, really squeezing the glutes together to lift the hips up higher. Stretching through the psoas muscles, stretching through the front side body. And then exhale, slowly start to come back down. Moving into a Supta Baddha Konasana, your soles of your feet to touch. Knees are out wide. You can place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly if that feels good. Otherwise, press your thighs away. Maybe you press them down and out. You can rock side to side, feeling a stretch in the inner thighs. And breathing here. And then inhale, bring your knees to your chest, moving into happy baby. Grab for the outside edges of your feet. Stamp your entire backside body to the ground from your tailbone all the way to the base of your skull. You can rock from side to side. You can extend long through the legs. Wherever you're at, really hold down with your bicep muscles, but also kick your feet up towards the sky. So you're again working in those opposite forces. And then release your knees into your chest. You can stay here, wrapped up in a little ball, or if it's in your practice, you can bring your legs up a wall, maybe finding a little dead bug pose, your arms up towards the ceiling as well. Or if you prefer, moving into a plow pose, bringing your feet behind your head, coming into your deepest forward fold. Stacking your hips over your shoulder. Your weight is in your shoulders rather than your neck. And then slowly rolling out of this one vertebra at a time. Bring legs up a wall, bringing your knees in towards your chest. Everyone bring their knees into your chest. Bring your forehead in towards your knees, and then give yourself a big hug. Give yourself the biggest hug you've ever given anyone in your entire life. Give it to yourself right here, right now. Squeezing through your toes, your legs, your arms, your fingers, your face, your core. And then exhale, release into your final Shavasana. Let your legs splay out, let your arms hang heavy. Let your breath fall back to its natural rhythm. And just breathe here. Knowing there's nothing you have to do right now, but be in this moment with your body and your breath. Giving yourself gratitude for showing up on your mat, for putting in the work, for spending time with yourself. If you have the gift of time, I offer you to stay on your mat in Shavasana in this shape, in stillness, in your body and your breath for as long as you wish.